Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to look at the Armstrong Foils, unboxing them and getting it set up on your foil board. So they come in these really cool bags. First off, we're going to take the foil out of the bag. As you can see, these things are reversed. So when you put them on the foil, they go the other way, but for shipping purposes, they're reversed. So they don't have as much impact. These things have a little bit of Velcro on each end and right down the side. So that's your mast. So let's go over to the board and start. All right, so now you go over to the board, you put all these into the board, and they're designed to kind of quick connect to them. So push them off to the sides, and then that way you don't have to screw them through the mast. You just kind of pick these up and rotate them over the mast. So we'll put the mast in the position, right? And then you can just kind of rotate these over and put them in the spot. They have a little drop hole right there, so they fit nice and snug. You can just see those like that. Let's do 3. And slide them in, and then just start it in the middle, or wherever you want it positioned. And then you'll take the tool that comes with it. It comes in actually the pouch of the bag with extra hardware, and just start snugging them up. So start snugging the bolts up. All right, and then usually I work the way around the board until they're all snug, and then I go back through and do them all again. So that's starting, and it's easiest just to put it right on the board, and then that way it's on the board, and then you can put the rest of it together. You could do this by itself without the board, but this is the easiest way. All right, next up, we're gonna grab the fuselage. It's a titanium fuselage. It's actually in this little sleeve on top of the board. And then we'll go over to the board, still upside down, and it only goes in one way. We'll place it into the board. It's easier if it's a little lower, but if you had to use a rubber mallet, you don't want to use anything too crazy to get it into place. It also has a screw that's screwed into this bottom here when they ship it, but you just take that screw out and then you'll move it to the top. So also the little pack here, you're going to use the 25 millimeter to put the fuselage in. So they're all labeled. 20 millimeter would be for the back wing, and 25 millimeter for the front wing and the fuselage. So we'll start there. Okay, so now that we got it lined up with the mallet, and always use a rubber mallet, these are the 25 millimeter, and you just use 2 of those. So once you line those up, you're good to go. So you're using stainless into the titanium fuselage. All right, snug. You want to have them tight, but you don't want to crank them. All right, so let's move on to putting the wing in. So now we're taking a look at the wing. It actually comes with screws in it. You also have extra hardware in your bags. These are also 25 millimeter, and this happens to be a 1200 square centimeter wing. So let's go ahead and line it up. It's pretty easy. It only goes on one way. Slide it in, fits really snug, and then go ahead and put, again, the 25 millimeter stainless bolts in. All right. Tighten them by hand, and then go ahead and use the tool and tighten them a little bit more. All right, let's move on. Okay, so now it's easiest to put the back wing, this CF300 wing, on, just flip it on its side. And then you have this fairing that is titanium awesome. It has a 0 degree, and you also comes with a 1 degree. So you just place that, it can only go one way. And then you start with putting the bolts in. And these are 22 millimeter for the front one and 20 millimeter for the back one. Then you take the back wing and go ahead and insert that right here. Can only go one way. And then go ahead and screw those on. Like that, hand tighten, then use your tool. And tighten it the rest of the way. Make sure everything's lined up. And Breezy's inspecting the back wing just to make sure everything's intact. All right, then you screw those on, make sure everything's tight, and that's it. Now you're ready to fly. So your Armstrong foil kit's complete, and go have fun. And then to take it off, you do the exact same thing in reverse. So easy as that, Armstrong Foils. Right, Breeze.